Good, Graham. How are you doing, buddy?
Doing good. What you up to?
Oh, working on good old present subjunctive, which is about as confusing as my Spanish teacher Monsalve is. But anyway, subjunctive is what may or may not happen. At least, subjunctive is what may or may not happen. And then, so if we start off with the present subjunctive, the formula is your first sentence, basically, with the indicative present tense, plus K, which is your connector, and then you'd have your subjunctive verb and whatever else goes back here along with that. So you have your AR, ER, and IR verbs. AR will end in E, so it'll be like E, ACE, A, AMOS, N, and then your ER and IR will just end in the A, so it'll be A, AS, AMOS, ON. So we'll take a hablar. Hablar is a AR verb, and it'll take the ER and it'll take the AR ending, so it'll end in E. All you do is you just drop this off, and you replace it with E, as, and Amos, and N. Done. That's basically how your regular verbs are gonna go. And then you have some stem changes as well. Sometimes your ER and IR verbs will have like an E in the middle, which will change to an IE, such as empezar or comenzar. And then you have your cargar and zar, which also produce stem changes. Your car will change to a QU, your gar will change to a GU, and your zar will change to a C. So we'll take sakar we'll start with car, we'll go sakar. Sakar will change, the C will change to a QU, and it'll go, you just chop that C off, you take your endings, and it'll be this right here plus your endings, S, A, Amos, and the whole deal. So, and then for gar, you'd have who's gar, which means to judge. Then this G will change into a GU, so all you do is you add the U, you chop off this ending here, and then you just add your AR endings, which A is Amos and the like. And then for zar, let's just say you have empezar, which means to start. Then this Z will change to a C, and so you take that out, and then you chop off your AR ending, you add your new AR ending, which would be, and this will be a stem change, so this E will change to an IE, and then it'll just be empezamos, no IE stem change, my bad. It'd be empezamos for nosotros form, for example. And then some of your other stems, like your other and then you have a couple of irregular verbs. We'll just go through two of them. So for example, tener. This will change to a G, it'll change to a GA, because and then you have your ER, which will change to an A. So for example, it'd be like yo tango. That'd be the subjunctive conjugation for yo form of tener. And then same for veneer and other verbs like that. And then you also have your what is it called? So your subjunctive back here is what may or may not happen. It depends on what person wants what and what the other person wants to do. So for example, you would, in the first part of the sentence, you would say I want or I would hope, and then you'd say, so I want is yo quiero, so yo quiero, and then you add your connector, K, and then you have your other sentence. Let's just say I want you to take out the trash. So yo quiero, K, and then you take sacar, so it'd be saques, and then be la basura. That's just one example right there. And then some other your irregulars are ear and dare, or not dare, dar. This one will change to vias. This will change to de. This has an accent. Des, de, etc. And then your accent will go on the status form as well. And then also, actually, I think we can just cut that right there.
I'm learning a lot.
Alright, cool. So now we're going to move on to the present perfect subjunctive. Present perfect subjunctive. So this consists of the verb haber, which is an irregular conjugated in the subjunctive form, plus the past participle of a verb. So, for your AR verbs, it's going to end, you take off the ending, it's going to end in auto, and your ER and IR is going to end in edo. So, for example, you could say, es bueno, it is good. You have to have your connector because it's still part of the formula. K. Hayamos hablado. It is good that we talked. And then all you have to do is you just take whatever IR or ER verb you want, you take off the ending, put in auto or edo, conjugate haber, and you're done.
Yeah! Anything else?
Alright, so your last part of your subjunctive is going to be future. Or futuro in Espanolish.
Ooh.
So all your verbs, AR, ER, are going to have the same ending. It's going to be re, res, re, remos, and red. So you can take any of your IR, ER, AR verbs, you can just conjugate it, you take off the AR, and AR, ER, IR, you add these endings. So if you take like your regular verb like hablar, what you do is you take off this AR, you'd have to keep the A, but it'd be, so for example, yo hablare, because you have this ending right here. You could take comer, for example, and it could be yo comere. Same principle.